Tonight, my guest is one of my friends. He is known on Twitch as Lord Mega, previously known as Megatron, and I'm gonna ask him about the whole name thing. We're gonna talk about what games he likes to play, how he spends his time on Twitch sometimes, what he does on and off stream, and more in tonight's episode. Please welcome Lord Mega.
Wow, what an introduction. I feel honored now.
That's kind of like an express introduction.
Yeah, I feel so informal now. Damn.
There's a question I ask my guests every time. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Bluesy. I'm chilling, I'm vibing, I'm hanging out, and I'm here with the legend himself, Bluesy. He's an absolute badass. Got to know him. This is not opposite day. I'm doing a universal on this thing, alright?
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
Legend himself, just chilling, hanging out, having a good old conversation, and loving life is that's the name of the game.
So when we met, you had a different username, slightly different, Megatron.
Yeah, so my original username was Megatron3124. It was a combination of the name Megatron, because I'm a massive Transformers fan. Transformers G1, G2, G3. Massive fan, and I've been told that I can do quite a good Megatron impression. The voice, if you will. But nothing stands up to Frank Welker, who does the original voice of Megatron. But so Megatron was the thing, and of course the 3124 was the just a combination of literally the numbers 1, 2, and 3, and 4, just as a random sort of combination. But after about 2 years, I found that people were a little bit of a tongue twister to say the name. So in the year 2023, I decided, you know what, let's just do a bit of a name change to Lord Mega, and people have been loving it ever since. And it's a lot easier to say, and it's just shortened, so it's easier for people to sort of pronounce. So
yeah, fair enough. Do you remember what was the first game you ever streamed?
Yes, the very first game I ever streamed, it was on February the 14th. It was Tomb Raider Anniversary Collection. I did it for about half an hour, and my PC crashed. Yeah, so I thought, well, that's official. But I have gone back to that game a fair few times now, and the PC's actually held up well, and it's been able to get on we've gone quite far in that game, so I definitely will be coming back to it at some point, but for now I'm happy to do whatever we're going to do.
Yeah, so I kind of skipped a question here. How did you discover Twitch, and how did you get on the platform?
So my journey with Twitch started in 2020. I basically one of my friends of mine, his name is the Brad-tastic Ninja. Good friend of mine for Brad-tastic Ninja. He's been a good friend of mine for 15 years IRL. Twitch was kind of a new thing to both of us, and he said, "Oh, you should go streaming, bro. It'll be pretty fun." I'm like, and so I thought, you know what, I'll just go live for whips and giggles and see what happens. And I just ended up falling in love with it. And a couple of weeks later, Brad-tastic Ninja also jumped online and started streaming as well. And there's been a bit of a rivalry, with the numbers, but he's certainly found his groove within the past 3 or 4 months, and he's just skyrocketed and with popularity, and obviously his numbers being way up there now. I can't really catch it, but I'm happy doing what I do, and he's loving it as best I can. And when both of us hit affiliate, which is 50 followers and obviously all the criteria being met. He said, hey, you want to be a moderator for my channel? I said, sure, I mean, if you want me to. And then obviously I said the same to him, and we both became head mods in each other's channels. So yeah, and I'm there almost every stream, so if anyone sees me there, they can say, oh, we know Lord Megadale, yay.
If Mega isn't streaming, he's in Fantastic Ninja stream, and
yeah, pretty much. So if I'm not streaming, I'm either in Brad Tasic's channel or Quill's channel, absolutely beautiful and stunning Jake Quillen, Calf Master stream, a whole bunch of streams that have welcomed me as a person and as a streamer and a friend to the channel, and I'm always there chilling out, vibing out. Even if it's a lurk, I'll often just stick around for quite a while, just watching the carnage and the chaos. And just have fun with the people in chat. So yeah, but I'm always around, and if anyone sees me in the chat, they're more than welcome. More than welcome to say hi, and I'm always going to be there. So
yeah, how did you decide on what type of content and games you're going to be streaming?
So I decided on my sort of variety games, because I just want to have fun while streaming. I'm not really. I mean, we have completed some series in the past, like all the Halo games, like Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, done a whole like Spyro, Crash Bandicoot back in the day. We've done a whole bunch of series, but at the moment I just love what I play. And I play what I love. It's and then people, will either vibe with it and stick around and just, and enjoy the games like I have, or they'll just come in and say hi and just stick around for nostalgia, if you will.
So, what are your limits regarding stream chat or the chat during streams? Like, what would piss you off? What's allowed? What isn't?
Yeah. I can say that. The things that really irk me, if you will, are people who bring drama to the channel, toxicity, hatred, negativity, and just doxing in general. For those of you guys who don't know what doxing is where someone brings either a person's IRL name into channel and starts using it as a form of leverage. Or the location, or their ethnicity, or their age, or anything like that into channel and just abuse it. Sometimes we have people come in and say, hey, it's my birthday today, and then we celebrate that. But people who take it out of context and use it as a form of leverage is definitely not welcome, and definitely not liked. So I have a great team of moderators who have discussed with them all the sort of the rules, if you will, of what's good, what's not good, and they know what to do. But I'm happy with people who people are more than happy to more than welcome to come in, hang out, vibe out, enjoy the games, enjoy each other's company, and have a fun time. But people just bring toxicity and sort of the whole vibe of the channel and the chat straight down. So that's definitely something that really irks me. But what I love is people hanging out as a team, as a community, chatting with each other, asking how people's days are going, what they got with for the weekend, just being a community of loving people. And that's something I love, and I love to see, because that means I can kind of go, I can be myself and play games like I normally do, and not worry about chat at all.
How many hours per day / week do you spend on Twitch in general, not only streaming?
Not only streaming, I generally tend to, for example, it's a Thursday, which is my normal day off. I'm normally there pretty much 8-9 hours a day in other people's channels, just hanging out, chatting it up, lurking if I'm doing if I'm doing housework or something. Then I'll often have a tab up from someone, and I'll have obviously the lurk up as well, and people know it and they vibe with it, and the views counted, if you will. So it helps them So I help them being them, and vice versa.
To the people out there who just started streaming or are thinking about it, what is one advice you want to give them?
Some advice I would give a newbie or a new person coming to Twitch and the channel and just wanting to create content, just have fun. Have fun with it. Be yourself. Play games like you normally would. Don't think about numbers. You may see your view account or your follower account or subscriber account. Don't even think about that. Literally just think, I'm here, I'm hanging out with people, I'm being genuine, and I'm hanging out with a family. And and have fun and get to know your community well enough that they can say, I feel special, that all your community that does come in says themselves, I feel honored and welcome everywhere I go because of this person. And also start small, work your way up. Don't focus on sort of networking
100%.
and reaching out to the people until you feel like you need to. Once you sort of got a good rhythm going, then start maybe jumping into someone else's stream and saying hi and introducing yourself, but obviously not self-promotion, of course, not self-promotion.
Which is what I kind of started doing right now, but like in a more expanded way. Like I'm offering my help to all the people who really want it. Like if you're ready to reach a goal, let's say you're aiming for 400 followers, let's say, example, but you're stuck at 390. So I could help you get those 10 as much as I can.
I mean, in the beginning, yes, people can, offer help. Say, hey, look, you're awesome. Like, for example, if you do, find your niche of games that you love to do. If it's like RPG games or driving games or retro games, focus on that side of it and work on that. For example, Bob Dylan, right? For example, there's a streamer by the name of Bob Dylan, hypothetically.
Yeah.
He does, for example, his niche thing is PlayStation 2 games or retro games. So he is always grinding those retro games, all the PlayStation 2 games, all the classics, and he's built a big following of that. But he's just shy of one or two people. What he will then do is go to another person who's playing PlayStation 2 games and just introduce himself, say, hi, I saw your channel and, thought you're awesome, and vibe out with the community as much as he can. And then it gets to a point of that channel that he's jumped into, recognizing his achievements, and 9 times out of 10 that channel will give him a shout out. Guess what? His channel is now shouted out. Other people can see his channel, other people jump over and give him a follow, etc, etc, etc. So it's a ripple effect.
Yeah.
You do the work. We have a saying here in New Zealand called do the mahi, get the treats. So if you do the work, you get the reward. So there's something I would say to people is be consistent, but be kind, and focus on you and what you want to do.
The next segment is kind of like a rapid fire questions.
Rapid fire.
It's like a lightning round.
Meow, meow, meow. Rapid fire.
So, do you mind telling me and the listeners what's your daily routine? Something you do every day?
Yeah, so day-to-day routine, especially just wake up. Yeah, wake up, get dressed, have breakfast, go to work as normal, come home, either have a shower or get some rest, then literally have dinner, then either stream and or go to training, which is what I do normally on Thursdays.
What's your favorite comfort food of all time?
Oh, now that's the question and a half, Lucy. Now every person will say the same. Yeah, this is very dangerous. You know this. Favorite comfort food for me is either a good pizza, like a really, really good, either home cooked or store bought pizza. That's just bursting with flavour. Now I'm going to get controversial with this because there's a lot of people who are on the fence, if you will, about this, which is 50-50. I do like a good Hawaiian pizza.
Oh, now we're speaking my language.
Yes, so a good Hawaiian pizza. Now, I know this is going to get controversial, and you guys can hit me, punch me in the face next time you see me. But I do like pineapple on a pizza.
And yes, it does belong on a pizza.
It does belong on a pizza because it gives the right amount of sort of pop in terms of flavour and gives it a good richness of colour.
Pineapple is not okay, but like having pear, having banana on pizza, sometimes having strawberry is okay. I don't get that.
No, I don't get that either. I mean, I've seen people put apple on pizza. I'm like, who in the right mind does that?
I've had pear pizza. Instead of pineapple,
I've had a fruit pizza. That's actually not bad. Where everything's all fruit based, like a pureed fruit is the tomato base, and all different types of fruit are obviously all your stuff like your pepperoni, like apple is your pepperoni. Actually, a fruit pizza, that's not bad. But if you're putting fruit on a pizza just to be just to stir controversy, then we're gonna have problems.
So what's your favorite drink?
A favorite drink of all time is what we have here. What we have here in New Zealand is called L&P, lemon and pyro. It is a drink, basically a lemon lime, sort of a ginger beer sort of a thing. Really nice, good flavor. It's a staple. If you're a true born New Zealander, if you're true born Kiwi born and raised, then you're gonna have L&P at some point. It's a staple. Every kid in New Zealand has had L&P at some point, and it's been described as a very unique taste. It's basically like Sprite, but 10 times better. I've also heard.
Okay, since we're still speaking of food, what's the weirdest thing you've tried?
Now, weirdest one I've ever tried is it's a vegetable. It's technically a fruit, but it's weird. It's called a tamarillo. It is a cross between a tomato and a pear. Yeah, it doesn't taste anything like a tomato. It tastes rotten.
Oh, okay.
And that's straight from the tree too. I'm like, huh. The other thing I've had back when I used to live overseas was tarantula. That was pretty fun.
What was it?
Tarantula, the big spiders, the big hairy spiders. That triggered.
I've had octopus and I regret it.
Oof. Yeah, calamari and octopus isn't bad, but tamarillos and spiders is definitely the weird ones that I've had that I don't like.
Since we're speaking about comfort stuff, what's your comfort off-stream game?
Comfort off-stream game is pretty self-explanatory. It's like House Flipper 2, real chill games. At the moment I'm playing Ghost Runner, which is the samurai sort of POV game. Really good. Great game. I've also played a game called Deliver Us Mars. Very, very chill game. Not so much chaos with all the shoot bang bangs and running around screaming all the time. But it's more of very chill, very comforting, and a fantastic storyline as well.
So, in your opinion, what is the worst invention ever?
Worst invention ever? Oof. Ooh, now that's a question. Worst invention ever? Worst invention ever? A roundabout. Like, what's the point of a roundabout when basically the cars just literally go around it and then go back the other way?
I am not in the right mindset to answer that.
Yeah, me too. Like, that's what I said. Huh? Whoa.
Besides gaming, what are your favorite hobbies?
I love to drum. I'm a very amateur drummer. I play basically anything. I'm a self-taught drummer as well, so I play anything that I find to be cool sounding. I'm also a sim racer, so I have a sim racer pedal and wheel, and I race with a group of friends every Saturday around various tracks around the world on a game called iRacing. It's a game that we love, and we started on Assetto Corsa Competizione, which is basically a sim racing game. Then we moved on to iRacing, which is a little bit more realistic, if you will. But also, hanging out with friends is always a good thing too. And that's something that I find relaxing is when a friend calls me up and says, "Hey mate, you want to come up and spend a couple of hours with us?" Great, cool, I'm on my way.
If you were to be any object or creature, whether real or fictional, what would it be and why?
Okay. See, I've always had an affiliation and sort of a fascination with dragons. Always have been, always have, always will be. They're just so majestic, the powerful, the complex. The history is never-ending, and they just look cool. They just look cool, and I mean, yes, it doesn't help that my D&D character is a Dragonborn 8-foot dragon. So,
what's your biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve is biggest pet peeve for me is not communicating. Like if something is physically wrong, or if there's a situation where communication is paramount and nothing happens, that's a big irk for me. Because if I know what's going on, if I know what I can do to help, I will definitely do it and get the job done quicker. Also, trust is a big thing for me as well. If no one trusts what's going on, then any sort of relationship / friendship is doomed.
What would you do with $1 million?
Ooh, now that's the question. Well, see, I've had a thought about this for a long time. And I think, honestly, if I had $1 million, half of it will go to my family. Buy my two sisters a nice car each. Not like super expensive, but something reliable each. And obviously my mother probably a brand new house as well, just because they've been there for me and they brought me up right. And so it's time for me to give back to them, sort of thing. So obviously keep it a little bit for myself.
Yeah, of course. What's one thing you spend money on besides gaming?
Pop vinyl figures is a thing for me. I currently have about 200 pop vinyl bobbleheads in my collection. I'm constantly expanding, so much to my my anger of my mother, who says, "What do you got now?"
Transformers related?
Yes, I do. Yes, I've got obviously Megatron, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Jazz, the Jazz, who is the weapons expert for Transformers.
Nice. Speaking of Transformers, which movie is your favorite?
See, a lot of people would assume number 4, because that's the most sort of Megatron prominent. But for me, I'm a massive fan of number 1. Yeah, Shia LaBeouf one, they're great. I'm a big fan of our the third one, which has got who's it going to do?
What is what's the subtitle of it? Like Dark of the Moon?
Yeah, Dark of the Moon. Yeah, Dark of the Moon. It's got just because it's got obviously more lore and more sort of backstory of it all. So and more of storyline, sort of editing, if you will. So
yeah. What's one thing you cannot live without?
Can't live without my friends. My friends are an integral part of what I do, and what I do is what I do best. And I perform at my best if people know people have got my back, and they know I've got theirs. So
something you always wanted to learn, but you never found time for.
I've always wanted to learn how to be better at doing life. The world is so chaotic, so weird, and it's constantly evolving. And it's going to be quite hard, and it can be quite hard to sort of sit down with yourself and think, how can I best do me in this current world?
So what's the worst video game you've ever experienced or played?
The worst one I've ever played is a game called Layers of Fear. It's a horror game where Layers of Fear is a very scary game. I mean, I've played like Amnesia, Sons of the Forest, all those sort of horror games.
Amnesia is
all right.
Heavy, by the way. Have you heard of a game called Martha is Dead?
Yes, I've heard of it. It's very gory, very deep, but very triggering to some people. Very trigger warning, yeah. Yeah, so I haven't played it just for that thing. But I played Layers of Fear. Even that gave me nightmares for a couple of weeks because it's so deep and so descriptive, if you will. Yeah, so like Layers of Fear obviously is like you go around the map, if you will, and you basically you're solving your wife's murder, and you're painting a picture of the killer in the process. Killer basically doing the deed on your wife as the painting sort of comes about. So very gory, very descriptive, but also very triggering for some people.
What's your all-time favorite song?
That's a loaded question. Very loaded. Honestly, one of my favorite songs of all time is a song by the Black Eyed Peas called "Let's Get It Started." It's very upbeat. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Very good song. Also, sort of the second one is "Lose Yourself" by Eminem. That's a very powerful song, very uplifting song, and a song of basically control and just telling you can do something even in the darkest times. So so it's very good song for me, and that's something I mean on a regular basis I will constantly go back to time and time again, and just listen to it over and over again, and just hype myself back up again if I'm feeling a little bit low. So
same question with movies.
Best movie, favorite movie of all time, also Transformers, but that's sitting at number 3 for me. Best movie, I think personally for me, and it's something I always go back to, is The Chronicles of Narnia, Voyage of the Dawn Treader. It's the third one.
They didn't carry on with the series. Which one was supposed to be the first movie? I've heard that one of them was.
So basically, obviously, it was Lion the Witch of the Wardrobe, Prince Cassian.
The first in no. Which one is the first, chronologically in the series?
Chronologically,
Yeah.
Magician's Nephew is number 1. again, I'm disappointed they didn't go that route. Obviously, like prequel and then go 1, 2, 3. But that's, again, Voyage of the Dawn Treader is a very, very good movie. One I always will go back to time and time again. And obviously, number one movie for me is a movie, again, I keep watching over and over just because it's so funny. Is Mr. Bean's Holiday. Very funny, very, very...
A scene in it where she asks him, like, in French, do you want more coffee? He's like, oui. She asks him 3 times, and he's like, oui. And then she says...
Gracias.
And the same question is for TV shows or series?
Series, per se? I'm going to go with the Obi-Wan series on Disney+.
Okay.
Yeah, the Obi-Wan series, number one, just got so well thought out. Such a iconic sort of series, and you kind of see obviously Obi-Wan sort of after the events of obviously episode 3. If you guys haven't seen it, by the way, I would highly recommend you guys do. Yeah, so that's number one, and of course the Ahsoka series as well, really good, really good. And
yeah, I've been told that.
And I think the number one for me TV series all time, Ben 10. I've been obsessed with Ben 10 for a long time. Just the whole concept of having a watch on your wrist that you can transform into 10 aliens at any point, all with different powers, all with different abilities, just makes you go, oh, I want that, really, actually.
Which of these 3 would you give up if you ever had the chance to? Money, love, or gaming?
Well, if I had to give it up for something, it would be love, because money can buy gaming, which leads to love. Yeah. So, and again, you can't really give it up. Love is a found thing. You find it for yourself, and of course, love is. It means different things to different people. Love could mean a love for an animal, or a love for a human, or heck, even a love for gaming.
You told me you're in New Zealand. What's your national animal, and what's your favorite animal?
So our national animal of New Zealand is the kiwi, or the kiwi bird. Small flightless small flightless bird. It's about the size of a small cat, but it's got a long beak. And for anyone who's wondering what it sounds like, please do not look it up. It is haunting. I know some people can do it. So make that one away. But yes, the kiwi bird is a flightless bird. It's our national bird. Hunts at night, and it's got very distinctive sort of plumage, and with a very distinctive call. So. It literally says its name. No, it's great. The favourite animal of all time for me has always been dogs. I love a good dog. Good boy. I love a good boy, Either a golden lab or a black Labrador.
Oh, yeah.
Something family friendly, something cute, cuddly, affectionate, playful. Yeah, very family oriented.
Dogs have always been mistreated. Like, oh no, that brings bad luck.
Oh,
I love
no. Well, black cats, yes, I get, because again, there's a saying. Cats have dogs have masters. Cats have staff. That's a good. But yeah, so it's literally true. I mean, cats rely on you to take care of them, and they do it on their own terms. You can't feed them on their. I mean, as soon as you bring a food bowl out, they go crazy, and they will complain to you. Oh, I haven't been fed, when in reality they have. They'll actually laze around all day, don't care. They do not care at all. Dogs, on the other hand, they're literally being called man's best friend, and because they are. They will dote on you, they will adore you, and it doesn't matter how bad of a day you've had, they will be there for you.
Especially
and they can sense it.
They can sense if you're depressed, they can sense if you're sad, happy.
Exactly, and that's what people don't get about cats, about dogs, is they are very empathetic. They can feel when their masters are either having a bad day or just feeling down at all, and they'll come by and literally just go, lay their head on the lap. Yeah. It's okay, master. It's all good. And you can literally they can literally talk to them like a real person. Hey, and they won't answer back. Win-win.
What is one thing you spend money on besides video games?
I spend money on, obviously, the essentials. Obviously, clothing, food, fuel for car. I spend money on channels that I follow, that I find to be just vibes, and just if everyone's just hanging out with each other, then I'm always going to drop us either sub or subscription, or just if I feel generous, I'll drop a 5 gifted, just because I want to help the person feel good, and also to support the channel as well by gifting 5 people the chance to watch a stream ad-free for a month. That's definitely what gives me strength and gives me sense of worth. Is seeing people happy and seeing people doing better and just helping each other out. That's what I always want to do. So, and if I can do that with someone, hey, I'm always for it.
Yeah. If you had one special superpower, what would it be and why, and how would you use it?
Now, I actually had a conversation with a work colleague the other day. And we came to the conclusion of I would love to have what was it? I forget the answer we gave. It was really well thought out. We would like the power to control time.
Oh wow.
Control time by pausing time at a specific moment in time, so that the thing that happens at that time can be changed, and be able to rewind time so that we can tell people, hey, this is what's going to happen on this specific date, please be wary of it. And then change each other and change the person's life for good.
If you had a chance to switch lives with one celebrity from today, who would you pick and why?
I would love to switch places with Jack Black, just because his life is so fun, so chaotic, so cool.
Hey, he voices
so
a
eventful.
panda. He voices a panda.
Yeah, he voices a panda. He, is singing one of the world's greatest bands of all time. He's got a great gaming channel called Jablinski Gaming.
Oh, does he?
Yep.
On Twitch?
He plays video games with his son.
On Twitch?
YouTube, actually.
Oh.
And he's the voice of a panda. He's the voice of freaking, Po the panda from Kung Fu Panda. Come on.
100%.
Plus his life is more fun. He's all about fun, all about party, just hanging out, just chilling out, making each other's day better.
Since we're still in the chill vibes, what's the chillest game you've ever played? Like even more chill than the ones you do off stream?
Most chillest game I've ever played in my life is probably Power Simulator. That's again probably the most chillest game you can probably think. Very chill, nothing crazy. You're literally, cleaning a whole bunch of buildings, but you also is a sort of a deeper storyline in that game that you're sort of uncovering as you go along, and that's definitely something I found to be beneficial for not just streaming, but also bringing people in as well, because people just want to have a chill time. Yeah. And when I was streaming it, it was everyone was chilling, everyone was vibing, everyone was just going. We don't have to worry about chaos. We don't have to worry about anything going wrong. We're literally just here, supporting Mega and having a good time while he's doing it.
Speaking of supporting Mega, guys, go check Lord Mega out. It's Lord Mega _. Go check him out. Go show him all the love. Go show him the utmost love, the utmost support, the utmost respect.
Go follow Bluesy, everyone. Go follow Bluesy. He's freaking badass.
You've heard how chill he is. You've heard how funny, witty, and just seriously, he's one of the people I don't get to catch on a lot, but when I do, It's like just a chill time, you know. I keep him up sometimes when I used to have morning shifts at work, and like just having a familiar voice, I've told him and others that familiar voices just get me going for even if it's like half an hour left. But go check him out. It's Lord Mega _ and
Yep. Hi, yeah, my name is Lord Mega, and Lucifer TV has asked me to speak on some mental health stuff that he thinks I'll be quite good at talk about. So here's my thoughts on it there, Lucy. We're not really sure where the myth "men don't cry, real men don't cry" comes from, but it's exactly that, a myth. It's a dangerous one that's taken root in our society, leading men in particular to believe that it's only acceptable way to deal with emotions is to pretend if they don't exist. In 2020, last year, in Cleveland especially, a survey was found that 44% of men believe that they that they live a healthy lifestyle but don't prioritise their mental health. And a whopping 65% of men said they hesitate to seek professional help for mental health concerns like stress, anxiety, and depression. Psychiatrist Adam Borland actually said it really, really good. He said, pretending our issues don't exist is unhealthy. It takes real strength and courage to look in the mirror and say, I'm dealing with some issues and I really want to figure them out. Especially here in New Zealand, men have historically been discouraged from seeking mental health support, even from just acknowledging that they might benefit from it, you know. And through the generations, we've been told that, men specifically, that seeking help is a sign of weakness. Men are told that we're supposed to deal with our issues and keep them internalized, and we're told that talking about how you're feeling is more of a feminine trait. Result is that men's mental health concerns go untreated half the time, leading to issues like chronic stress and undiagnosed anxiety and depression. And we as men are subjected to a culture where standards of masculinity are literally killing us, you know. Through the through anxiety and depression are higher in women, men are 4 times more likely to die by mental health, killing ourselves, literally. And that's what we need. That's what us guys need to do. We need to reach out to people that we take care of, and we know and we love, like our brothers, our sisters, our friends, people who we trust and know to be solid sort of friends and who've always got our back no matter what happens. And it's literally, we're not robots, The idea of getting through the day is on autopilot and without ever attending how we feel is an unhealthy one. The whole idea of it, it leads to burnout and unhappiness. So we need to really come to a conclusion that we are not okay. We never are. And yes, there may or may not be times when we may or may not be having a bad day, whatever. But at the end of we need to reach out to people who we know, who we trust, and we love, that who know we've got our back, and we need to say, hey bro, hey mate, hello brother, or hey friends, or my friend, I'm not doing too good. I'm having a bad day. And even just the message of I'm not okay, could you please help, is a tough one. And us men, we lead a life of being stronger. We need to be strong, and that's what society has pinned it. It's given us the title of men are strong. We need to be strong because we have a lot of people to take care of. Our mothers, our families, our sisters, our brothers, our friends. heck, if you're so lucky, if you're so lucky, a wife or a girlfriend or a partner or a spouse or someone who we love legitimately, and it's literally killing us. But we need friends and family and loved ones to come around us at times of need, times of trial, and we need to say, hey, we're not okay, could you please help, I need to talk to you about something. And those friends need to listen and work with us to get it done right. We've got to recognize them. And also, some people like to write about it. Some people have a journal. Journaling, of course, is a private act, of course, but not just for us. But also, it can be very therapeutic. Just getting out of our own heads, because again, the mind is the greatest battlefield of all time, and if you're fighting, you don't have time for anything else. Some people find sometimes putting on paper can be very freeing, and just getting it out of our heads and getting it out instead of sort of spewing on it and sort of keeping it hidden. The other thing we need to do is also figure out what sources of emotional support there are. Who do we feel open talking to? Who would be there for us when we need to? I'm very, very lucky to have people in my own life who listen to me on a daily basis. And I'm always reminding my guy friends specifically, when they share with other male friends, giving those friends a gift. Now, opening up to lines of communication, say, hey bro, there's something we can talk about, and we have, but women do need to do it as well, and that's why women have their clique of friends that they talk to all the time, and they can go to any time, say, hey girls, hey bestie, I'm not doing good. But us guys, we need to do better. And also make time for friendships. Time for friends. Men often mention a poor lack of work/life balances. We prioritise work and get home after a long day to tend to family dynamics, and then before we know it, it's time to go to bed and start the day over again. But we need to find ways to have friendships with other guys. If we're working on a shared project, or going for a run, or just chilling out in the backyard, with a barbecue, or have some drinks, and is massive. But also lining up with other friends as well. I mean, I'm very, very lucky and grateful to have everyone on Twitch as well, having my own back, and that's why the amazing people such as Jay Quillen and Bluesy and Calfmaster and all the amazing people that I've met through streaming and through the online circle they're amazing. And sure, I may not go to them every time, but just those people having my back and time, and I have a solid sense of I can go to these people if needed, and just vent and just be me. And obviously with limitations, but us guys need to be better. We need to do better. We need to be better. And need to lean on the people that matter to us the most. Hopefully it wasn't too long, but that's just my thoughts on the matter. Hopefully you guys can hear this, and you guys can chill with it and vibe with it as well. And hey, maybe it helps you. Maybe it helps you more than you know. But I hope it does. Now back to recording. Cheers, Bluesy. Have a good one, buddy.
thank you so much, Mega, again for this amazing time. We're not gonna be doing a mental health or life experience segment because it's a super chilled down episode. Please go check Mega out on Twitch. It's Lord Mega _. It's the name of the episode, like just the handle. Same thing on Twitch. Go check him out. Go follow him. Go vibe. Such an amazing, super welcoming, super warm, super friendly and lovely streamer on Twitch. Plays a variety of games. Thank you again for being here, Mega. And I'll see you guys around soon. Take care of yourselves. Love yourself. And I'll catch you later. Bye.